Hi, folks. I am Alan Watt, and this is Cutting Through the Matrix on the 13th of October 2008. Newcomers go into cuttingthroughthematrix.com website and download as many of the free audios that are on that site as possible, because I try and fill in the big picture for the people, a picture which is out there, it's available to the public, but it's never broadcast by the regular media. I try to use documentation put out by the big foundations themselves and show you how they're all interconnected and how they guide your life. Also look into alanwattsentinel.eu for transcripts which you can download and print up in the various languages of Europe. And I've been talking in the past about how we live through a script. The world is just one big business plan, run by powerful, well-connected, interconnected, interwoven, intermeshed foundations and NGO-type groups. Democracy, you see, even in the late 1800s, was defined as a system that would eventually transform into a different kind of system where representation would be in groups within the public, and they would have the ear of the politician. And their ideal form of democracy, their ideal, I'm talking about the elite now, because they did not believe that the plebes should have a right to say or demand anything in their lives. They did believe that powerful organizations which they would set up would speak on behalf of the people. That is how the Soviet system was run. Soviet means rule by councils. They are NGO groups. But these NGO groups we find in our New World Order, which have been here for quite some time, are heavily funded by the big foundations. The foundations that were set up by multi-billionaires that belonged to organizations in their own time, the same organizations that brought them up to wealth. You cannot get up into that kind of wealth and power unless a pre-existing system allows you in. They are dedicated to their tasks once they're chosen, and it truly is a form of secret society. Secret societies have been running the world for a long time, and there's no doubt about it. Albert Pike talks about the necessity for their own organization, their own part in this organization, to strive to gain incredible wealth by all means, including the stock market. And they become masters over the masters of the world. Well, you see, they were doing it in the 1800s. They were doing it before Pike came along. Adam Weishaupt also talked about the necessity to create big foundations that would appear to be philanthropic organizations, charitable foundations. And they, once again, would be accepted by the public, because who can complain about a charity? But in reality, these charities would be pushing an agenda for total control over the entire planet. That has happened. We find big players have come out publicly, and some of them, of course, could not keep their ego in check. We find H.G. Wells talking about this in his own writings. Look at all the non-fictional works that he turned out on behalf of this society. It's worth to read. Look into it for yourself. And we're back with more about this after the following break.